Howdy everyone. Gage Cheers again with strategic marketing out of the Austin division. Hope you're all doing well. I'm making this little tidbit video here just for FileZilla. Based on today's call, it seemed like quite a few people may have trouble getting CyberDuck, and we'll try to see if we can get that ironed out. But both are great and easy to use FTP network connectors that we can use that are both open source. And so in the other video that's being uploaded, I explained how to use CyberDuck. So in this one, I wanted to take a moment to explain how to use FileZilla and how we can still use the same instructions for CyberDuck that Rob sent out earlier this week so that we can connect and get the Zonda data pool. So first things first, we're gonna go ahead and open FileZilla. I have it right here. Once it's open, it looks like there's a lot going on, but I promise you there really isn't. The first thing we wanna do is we wanna create a bookmark. And we're gonna go ahead and add one. And we're just gonna call it Zonda FTP data. From here, the path, this local directory, that is where we want to save the Zonda data to after we make the connection to the server to get those spreadsheets. So we're gonna browse, and I'm gonna go to desktop. I'm gonna go delete soon. And in the same folder, my delete soon, I'm gonna create a new folder. For me personally, you can save it wherever. You can save it to your downloads. You can save it in your documents, but I'm going to do it in my delete soon folder, and I'm going to create new folder, and as will you, and I'm going to type in Zonda FTP data. I'm going to click that folder, and then now that I know that I'm in the folder, I'm going to hit the button select folder, and now I have a bookmark. I'm just going to click OK. So the cool thing is about a bookmark, because sometimes when you open up a network connection like this, it'll reset to where you can actually save the file. And so if you look at this square in the upper left, this local site is where it's going to send a file you download. So if we were to click, let's say if I was to click F is my USB drive. So F is a USB drive I have. So if I wanted to save the FTP download for Zonda to a USB drive, I would click F. I would then make the connection, which we're about to do, and then whenever it downloaded, it would actually save to that USB drive. The nice part about creating a bookmark is that next time you get into FileZilla, you'll just hit bookmark, and then right there you can see at the bottom of the bookmark drop-down menu, I have Zonda FTP data. So I'm going to click that, and now after we make the connection, it downloads the data. It'll save that Zonda data file to that folder, so you're not sitting there scratching your head wondering what happened to it. So let's go ahead and get that data right now. The first thing that we want to do is we're going to go underneath file. You can see the little button that says open the site manager, and we're going to click that. Once we open the site manager, you can see I've already created one here. I'm going to delete it just to show you how easy it is. You're going to click new site, and new site, I name it the same thing as the folder just because that's what this is for. And if you're like me, you're probably only using FileZilla or CyberDuck for this Zonda data. So I'm just going to type in Zonda FTP data. And after I hit enter there, just so that way it's still not typing in that same box to rename the site, I'm going to go over here to host, and you're going to fill this out using the same instructions that Rob sent in the CyberDuck email for the FTP connection. So the host is, I actually have them right here, is 161, not that, 161.47.48.246. You don't have to put a port, but it auto populates with the number 21. So just type in 21, especially if you don't like seeing blanks. And then you'll go down, log on type, it, just leave it as normal. For the username, it's the same as what was in the body of Rob's email, and that's Taylor Morrison. And the password is Zonda, capital Z, number 0, NDA, number 1, 2, 3, exclamation mark, TM. And I'm gonna go ahead and retype that real quick because I believe I might have had a typo. And once I have the host IP address in, I have the username typed in as well as the password, I'm gonna go ahead and click connect. And if you wanna be fancy, you can add a background color too. We'll do orange. Click connect. So it will tell you this server does not support file transfer protocol over TLS. Ignore that. TLS is a form of like secret encryption that we don't need for these files because Zonda would have to have set that up. So it still shows you the IP address that we need to get the data, and you're just gonna click OK. That's totally fine. And now, if you look at the top here, down below, it says connecting to the server for the Zonda data. Connection established, waiting for the welcome. We are logged in because we had the username and password we typed in. It's retrieving what's inside the folder and that it was successful. And now if we look down on the bottom right, we can see that we have the export. So you haven't downloaded it yet. So you're going to double click the file. And now you can see in the top left as well as the bottom left, it's begun downloading that zip Zonda export file. And we'll know it's successful because the third tab at the bottom, much like an Excel spreadsheet, shows that we've downloaded it. And you can actually see if you drag out the local file location and name that we saved it into my delete soon folder, that I added a Zonda FTP data folder, and there's the file. So if I were to go and now open up my delete soon, these are my recordings for these videos because well, I've had to redo them a couple times, but that's a little more intimate than I wanted to get in this one, but there you go. Oops. So here's my delete soon folder, and then Zonda FTP data. You can see the folders there. It's the one we created with the bookmark. Open it up, and there's our export. And now we can open it up and proceed to work in the Zonda data like usual to get that ready to input into our CMA. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any more questions or have trouble connecting to the server, and I'll be happy to help you out.